Hi everyone, this is John Dickinson from MotionWorks, and in this tutorial I'm going to share with you some tips on how I use and get the most out of Twitter. Now last week at NAB I was chatting with a bunch of people about how I use Twitter, and I was pretty surprised to learn that some well-known companies had no idea about Twitter and its benefits. Now Twitter is a form of microblogging, and it's become incredibly popular as a way to keep people up to date with what you're up to, and also to follow friends and people of interest. And it can be an incredible time waster or a valuable tool, depending on how you use it and how people you follow use it. To learn the basics of Twitter, there's no better place than the commoncraft.com website. And this is how I learned how to use Twitter. You can click on this movie here. So if you have no idea about what Twitter is, definitely check out this movie first. Now I'm a relatively new user of Twitter. Let's just go to my Twitter login here, and I'm going to sign in. But I've already started to harness the power of Twitter, and I've got around 350 followers, and that's growing more every day. If you visit MotionWorks, you'll notice on the landing page that I've got a Twitter feed. Now I use WordPress, and this is a plugin for WordPress. You can see I've got JD on Twitter. And it allows me to keep site visitors and followers up to date between main blog posts. And that's important, especially if you don't post very often on your blog. It's kind of reassuring when you visit a site to see that although there's nothing new, the site is still active. You can see that I did my most recent post only 59 minutes ago. So it's great for visitors of MotionWorks to see what I'm up to. And Twitter also allows me to blog about things that may not warrant a full post on the blog. Sometimes I will tweet things and they'll turn into a full blog post later. But it's a way of me doing just, short posts, and if I think it does warrant a full blog post, then I'll develop the post further and then do a full blog post later. Now if you do have a site and you do put a feed on the front page, make sure you put the follow link somewhere where it's easy to find. Originally I had my follow link in the About section of my site, and you can still find it here. But I tell you, as soon as I moved it to the landing page, my following started to increase dramatically. So definitely make sure that your Twitter link is obvious. Now, of course, you can follow Twitter by just using your Twitter homepage. But this is pretty slow. There are a bunch of different desktop applications out there which make things faster. I use Twitterrific. This is a handy little application. And I can see all the latest tweets of the people that I'm following. And I can tweet by clicking in this box down here and typing in my tweet. But take a look on the net because there's plenty of different apps, and you might find something that suits you better. Okay, now as far as tweet content is concerned, I'm very conscious of keeping the noise level low. Examples of my tweet content includes things like After Effects tips and tricks, example frames and movies of work in progress, useful links and special offers for my products, and related products from other companies. I do repost tweets or retweet when I think that my followers might benefit from a tweet that I've received. And to do a retweet, basically all you have to do is reply to the tweet and just place an RT at the front here. And that way people will know that this is a retweet and not an original tweet by you. But I'll only retweet things which I think are useful for the people that are following me. Now, I don't tweet about anything that's not related to my area of expertise. People don't follow me to find out about what I had for breakfast, and it's important to keep on topic and relevant. And I have to say, I've actually stopped following some people simply because I wasted time searching the irrelevant tweets for something useful. It's also a good idea to spend a moment constructing a post so that it's easy to read and makes sense. If a tweet's badly constructed or contains spelling errors to the point that it becomes cryptic, then I'll quickly skip past it. And like I said, I'll probably eventually stop following that person. What you don't want to do is make someone think too much. Just make it really easy for them to get to the information. One of the ways you can make your post shorter is to use a tiny URL. Now I use a website named tiny.cc, and you enter your URL here and click the Tiny It button, and that gives you a new shortened address. It says here automatically copy to your clipboard ready to paste, but that doesn't seem to work for me, so I just right click and choose copy link, come back to Twitterrific and just paste that in. And that gives you a shorter link which saves you characters and gives you more characters for the body of your post. Now, something that really annoys me is being subjected to people's private conversations on Twitter. I only chat with individuals using direct tweets. Now, using Twitterrific, something you can do in here is click and choose Send Direct Message to User. When you do that, it just puts a D in front of the person's Twitter name. And that means they'll get a direct tweet from you without subjecting everybody else who's following you to that tweet. See if I can find a direct tweet here. So here's one here that Jonas has sent me, and that's restricted the conversation to just the two of us and saved the rest of the followers from reading stuff that's not important to them. And once again keeps that noise right down to a minimum and reduces the likelihood that followers will abandon you.